guys, it is your Empress of Esoterics, Goddess Serenity, Soul Invictus, and I'm here today with something exciting to talk about. You know, it's Friday, it's Venus Day, it's Day of Love, it's the day of all of that good stuff, and a lot of us want to hear about love and relationships. I see a lot of YouTubers now going directly into like love talks and all that, but let me just point this out to you guys. Love sucks without money, okay? If you have a broke struggle relationship, more than likely the love ain't gonna be so good. Okay? So let's talk about this money today because it's Friday, like I said, and today is the most appropriate day for this topic. The topic is of the mantra Shreem Brzee. And I don't know if anybody has heard about this, if you guys have heard about it yet, but I have about a year ago, and this is when I first stumbled upon this on YouTube. Shreem Brzee. This is a combination of mantras now popularized by Dr. Pillai. Dr. Pillai is an Indian philanthropist. He's an accomplished master of the Tamil Siddha tradition. The Tamil Siddhas are known as spiritual renegades. These are people who believe that life is in 200%, like not how we look at it as 100% for the most part. They look at it as a 200% life, basically, where 100 whole percent is in the basically in the living, in the life itself, and the other 100% is in the material. But they believe that these two hundreds come together to make a whole being, to make your life whole. That is what the Tamil Siddhar represent. And he's mainly the first of his family line to kind of bring that knowledge and that learning and teaching to the side of the Western world. And he was also followed by Dr. Wayne Dyer. Dr. Dyer was one of my favorite philosophers, authors, speakers, teachers, you know. I had real serious respect for this man, and this is who has spread the word about Dr. Pillai and all of his teachings. And he's even been discussed in Dr. Dyer's book, Manifest Your Desires. That was out, I think, in 2007. But let me just get into this mantra now. Dr. Pillai, his name is Dattatreya Siva Baba, or better known as Siva Baba. Dr. Pillai is, like I said, an accomplished master of the Tamil Siddha tradition. But let me just get into where this mantra comes from. The mantra is the ultimate quantum sound, okay, of prosperity and wealth. All right. The chanting of this mantra on a regular basis or a daily basis is said to actually assist you with subconsciously developing a money mindset and subconsciously or consciously eradicating a poverty mindset. Now, let me just tell you a little story before I get into further details about this mantra. Let me just get into the details of the mantra first, then I'll get into the story, because this story is pretty good, let me just say, and it's not often that it happens. Anyways, Dr. Pillai received this message by a great rishi. Now, the rishi, the definition of that word rishi is an inspired, like, seer or sage who is inspired by poetry or songs or hymns, you know, basically sounds, if you really think about it, from the Vedas. Now, the person, the being that passed this sound on to Dr. Pillai was known as Vishwamitra. Vishwamitra was once an emperor I would assume of real ancient times, but he wanted to make his kingdom wealthy. What could be fun about having a poor kingdom? That's not a kingdom. It's like peasantry. So he wanted to see everybody have it. He wanted to see them set. He wanted to see them like peeling off that paper. You know what I mean? So this led Vishwamitra to go into a more spiritual seclusion. Like it led him to a more spiritual life where he did more meditation, somewhat like how the Buddha did. The Buddha was trying to understand the human suffering, but Vishwamitra was trying to understand, you know, this poverty suffering of everybody. So he went into this zone where he, for 12 to 1500 years, did deep and powerful meditation, and received finally a message from the divine of the sound Brzee. Now, Brzee, like I said, was basically the quantum sound for creating wealth and prosperity. Now, Dr. Pillai has told it on his channel that I follow on YouTube, that I subscribe to, that, he has received the sound from Vishwamitra himself. Like it happened divinely as well for him, like somewhat like in a dream or a vision, basically. And he has added the sound Shreem to the beginning. And Shreem is basically another word for like a seed. Like it's something that is about to sprout, it's germinating, It's a primal sound, basically, and of the goddess Lakshmi. You see, so the goddess Lakshmi is also associated with prosperity and wealth and abundance. So putting together this powerful combination of sounds basically is almost certain to rid you of poverty thinking and of poverty itself. How good does that sound? Just to say a sound. Mantras are very powerful. And certain things we also repeat. We repeat things sometimes without even knowing their true origin or meaning. So why not think about this and give it a try? That's all we can do, is experiment with this and see how it works out for us. And I would love for you to give me feedback. Let me know how this has worked for you. If you've known about this, how long you've known about it, what it's done for you. And now, Dr. Pillai also says that the best times to chant this mantra is on a Friday, basically the day of Venus, today, and in a group, particularly the more, the merrier. So in a group would be best on Friday. So that's why I'm going to share this with you, and I'm not really going to do the meditation on this channel. You're going to get the link to Dr. Pillai's video, so you can since he's sharing this with us, I'm gonna share with him. We're gonna share this together. So I'm gonna be probably going to his channel to do that meditation myself. So I urge you to do the same thing. And basically, this is something that I was excited to talk about for a long time, but I don't know how come I haven't got around to it, but now I'm here. Let me tell you the little story real quick right now. Last year, when I first discovered this mantra, I started to do it. And it was a day when my kids are at school, so I'm sitting down, I've probably already done a video or something, and I'm like, okay, I'm going to manifest some money today. And I didn't have a particular number in mind, but I just went along with the video. I'm like, okay, and it felt very strange at first, like Shreem Brzee, Shreem Brzee, and you would do it just as you would any other meditation. You calm your mind first, you take deep breaths from the diaphragm, kind of relax yourself, let loose of every muscle and get in a comfortable position, and you just chant that sound. Now, the ideal number is 108 times you would chant that sound, okay? I guess while visualizing the manifestations you would like to see occur, and that's what I did. So here it is, back to my story now. I left to go pick up my daughter from school. As I'm there now, I'm searching for her, I'm frantically looking because now it's about 3:15, and usually she's at the front waiting for me, or somewhere by her nearby her class, and she wasn't there. So I'm like, where is my daughter? So I've got like 2-3 teachers already on the lookout for her. I'm like, okay, you know what? My son, who was 14 at the time, my daughter was in 3rd grade, my son was 14 at the time, had just gotten a little side job at a store, like packing and shelving and stuff like that. And so I said, okay, the store is maybe about 5 minutes away from her school. Maybe she didn't see me at a certain time and she went and walked to her brother. She would never do that, but it was just, us mothers, we get paranoid as like F, and I felt so stupid afterwards. But guess what? Let me tell you the gist of the story now. I left the schoolyard, Went to go to the store to look for my daughter. Here's the street. Her school is on this main road, okay? The store is at the end of, well, not the end, but at the red light, right? All the way at the end. I'm panicking, I'm sweating, I'm freaking out. I'm like, oh Lord, like, what am I gonna tell her daddy? Like, I lost our daughter. I didn't lose her because I didn't even get her after school. So, anyways, as I'm going down there are corners lined like this, probably about 2 or 3 corners before the store. So as I'm crossing now the last corner to go into the parking lot of the store, I see this thing, this like colorful water paper, and it's like the wind is carrying it, and I'm like, is that money? Literally, I don't know if it had anything to do with my money drawing oil that I had just made probably a couple of days or weeks before, and I started wearing it and like saying, oh yeah, I'm gonna get some money. So the wind was blowing this money. Let me just use a piece of paper, like this is the money. The wind was just blowing it at my feet, and I'm like, oh gosh. It almost took it across the street. Then came this cube. This is gonna be the cube now. This cube, this is me on the main road. This cube is coming through the corner like a bat out of hell, like, and I'm like, wait, stop! I need my money. This is my money. I bent down, pick it up. It was already folded like this. So all I did, I saw it was like a $100 bill at the top. All I did was fold it up, put it there, right? Okay, good enough. Let me just say this corner that I'm on is a main road. This is like a segue to get almost throughout the entire island, okay? Everybody knows about this street. And there's a police station up nearby the schoolyard. There's a big court up nearby the schoolyard, up by the school. There are major stores. There's like, you know, all kinds of activity going on. There's a big bar, all kinds of stuff going on. Not to mention, there are tons of vagrants, okay? We see tourists pass, we see everybody, students, all of this kind of stuff, cyclists, all these people pass this area, all right? Because it's a big, like I said, intersection that segues into everything else. And like I said, there are tons of vagrants, tons of beggars, tons of alcoholics and addicts and stuff like that, like who like are just on the street corner with their hand out like, give me a quarter, give me $1, miss. So if they had seen this, I mean, obviously they haven't seen it, but literally it's like the universe stopped them from seeing it because one was literally right on that bus stop. Like, he's always there every day with his hands out like a... The wind literally blew this thing right to my feet. When I got back to school, clearly my daughter was not there at the store. When I got back to school, there she was at the front gate waiting with like 4 administrators and 2 teachers. Like, they're like, Mommy, what happened? You freaking out where you think she could have been? I'm like, I don't know. Y'all were in charge of her all day, okay? I don't know. That's why I went looking. We're looking because I was ready to call the police. Anyways, thankfully I didn't have to do that. But let me tell you, I didn't look at the money until I got home. When I got home, I finally I was like, okay, ain't nobody gonna shoot me on the bus stop. Okay, when I got home, I took it out, opened it up. It was $200. It was $200 bills. Okay, Bahamian currency. And you can't tell me this Shreem Brzee did not bring that to me. Okay. Or I did not manifest that with this mantra. So that is my story. That's why I wanted to get into detail about that, so you can see that it has some kind of personal meaning to me, and that you should try it and tell me what happens for you. If you can have some amazing miraculous story like that where money just maybe falls in your hands, wouldn't that be awesome? So guys, let me know. That is my video for right now. We're gonna do this. Perhaps I'm gonna urge you to go and do that meditation as you end this, as you get out of this video. Don't forget though, I need you to hit like. I need you to hit like because that's the only way I'm gonna know that you liked it. And I need you to subscribe to my channel And I need you to also, last but not least, hit that notification bell next to it so that when I'm streaming live or I come back with a new video, you'll be on top of it and know first, okay? So thanks for watching so much. Peace, love, guys. Blessed be, and namaste. Let's go get this money.